What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. It's Friday, and you all know that I love me Fridays. Friday, April 10th, 2026. I got a lot to talk to you about. The PSEG drama has now escalated to the New York State Supreme Court in Nassau County. Passover, the holiday of Passover is now over. It ended last night. I gained at least 10 pounds. Facts. I weighed myself last night. I'm like, I need to fast all weekend long because I am like a fat fucking... I didn't curse, so you don't have to cover your kids' ears. I feel like a beached whale. All that matzah. But all actually, I didn't really eat that much, except just matzah with loads of butter, or butter with matzah. Heading to the shop. It is 5 minutes after 6 in the morning here. But I got to talk to you about the drama with PSEG and what a great week we had here at Pipe Doctor Home Services. Even though I wasn't around for Wednesday and Thursday, we have a collaboration with ACiQ and Kings of Mini Splits in Central Florida the week after next. Oh, it's going to be awesome. It really is going to be awesome. And you're just going to want to keep watching because we're going to do 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds as soon as that light turns green. You ready? Did you really think I was going to do 0 to 60 with you guys watching? Come on now, folks. Come on, folks. All right. We got a bunch of mail. Let me make my coffee. I need to go over the Warboard. I've been away for the last 2 days. I did not. Oh, and the Mikey Pipes HVAC Training Center. We are going to be rebuilding the B&G 100 circulator that I took out of a house. Some of you called me a thief, but I delivered value, and there's no sugarcoating value. Wow, look at this. Wow, folks. Hold on, you ready for this, folks? You can't even see, can you? Hold on. Right there. There you go. All right, hold on. We have to double check the actual board count. Yep. So we have 319 active maintenance agreements in the company, which is 15.95% to our goal of having 2,000 maintenance agreements. Now, many of you think that when I reach 2,000 maintenance agreements, I am going to be selling the company. That may happen. Absolutely. That may happen. But it would give me I would get the most pleasure if I could hand over the keys to key executives in the company and take a step back, a bigger step back than I have been. That would be the best. That would be the best case scenario. I would love that. If I could give the keys, and they know who they are here. Oh my God, here's another one. I can't make this up. Look, I just got an email. A letter. Dear Michael, I'm Gonzalo from Yellowfin Equity. I am a buyer. No, I represent a buyer acquiring plumbing businesses like Pipe Doctor Home Services. We are not brokers. We never charge a seller fee. Blah, 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 blah. If you're considering any time in the next 24 months, well, maybe 24 months. Hold on. Oh, man. Okay. What is this? What is this? PSEG. What are they setting me this for? Direct pay. Oh my God. You guys, no idea. All right, that's garbage. Church of Scientology. So anyway, it's Friday. On Wednesday afternoon, PSEG Long Island was served with my summons with notice and my verified complaint. Look at this. And the lawsuit, they now have 29 days to respond to the what is this? They now have 29 more days to respond to my lawsuit. If they do not respond, we will file for default judgment against PSEG Long Island, which I will then serve to the banks, all the banks in the area, and the Nassau County Sheriff, and I will get paid. No doubt, I will get paid. I don't know why, so much junk. So much junk. And these are the checks. What's today? 3rd. Yeah, it's good stuff. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, Passover's over. All the kids went back home. Next Monday, we are collaborating with ACiQ. Well, Mikey Pipes, that's me. I'm collaborating with ACiQ and a ACiQ dealer in Central Florida called Kings of Mini Splits. Check them out, kingsofminisplits.com. Check out their YouTube. They do a lot of cool installs on Instagram. But we will be collaborating with them doing ACiQ's first field activation program. Now, this is the first episode, so this is like a beta trial run. Before I get the full commitment from the man in charge, and I love you, Kevin, no homo. Before we get the full commitment from the man in charge, we're going to do a trial run, maybe a couple trial runs to see what kind of results we get from doing a collaboration like that. And essentially, what I'll be doing, I'll be traveling to Central Florida and be assisting in the installation, startup, and commissioning of an ACiQ system. Okay, we are dedicating less than 1 day for the install. We're going to show them the right techniques to get the job done effectively and efficiently. Now, they're great installers, and they're also going to be the ACiQ First Dealer of the Month, a new program that I helped formulate and develop. It's going to be awesome. Thank you, Penny. And it really, really is going to be, I think it's going to be awesome, because no other manufacturer is doing this, where you have the manufacturer involved, or the manufacturer's rep, which would be me, involved in an installation of a piece of equipment with our contractor. It's going to be awesome. That's the kind of company that ACiQ is. You know, they are not only manufacturers based in Ohio, of amazing, very well advanced HVAC heat pump technology, communicating, all that good stuff. But they really do want their dealers to succeed. And as Kevin Brock said several months ago in Vegas, while I was having dinner with about 49 other individuals, quote, "I want ACiQ to make a little bit of money so you guys can make a lot." And that can't be any more true. It really can't. It's awesome. Amazing. Let me go have my espresso, and then I'm going to talk to you about PSEG and get the end of the week started. I've got some material here. I need to go through some fittings. Let's go put this stuff away where it belongs. I gotta teach the guys to put material away. So, let me tell you about the PSEG Long Island drama. Oh, that's about to fall down. Let me tell you about the PSEG Long Island drama. So, for those of you who don't know, PSEG Long Island is the electric utility for Long Island and the Rockaway Peninsula. When my company took over this property a few years ago, my accountant set up the accounts with utilities, water and electric being a couple of them, and set up everything for automatic pay. Now, I'm not going to brag or what have you, but if I set up on auto pay, and I also have a couple properties, right? So if I see email notifications that, hey, auto pay payments are processed, listen, I got a few properties. I thought this was taken care of. Unfortunately, it wasn't. It was not taken care of. And a period of time went without us getting a bill because the account was never set up. Right? Makes sense, right? That makes sense. The account was never set up. There was no billing, which is fine. Last year, I get an email from PSEG Long Island that my electric service bill is $17,000. I'm like, how is this? This is not possible. Right? We have this on auto pay. Right? This has got to be a mistake. Right? It's got to be a mistake. And they're like, well, no, this is your bill. You have all this usage. 1 month is 2,000, 1 month is 4,000, 1 month is 3,000. I'm like, something's wrong. Something is really, really wrong here. But the year before, in 2024, I have the exact dates, by the way, folks. The year before, in 2024, August 11th, 2023, they replaced the electric meter. October 7th, 2024, they replaced the electric meter. And this past Monday, which is, hold on, put that down there as well, because I need to have that in the records. And this past Monday, which is April 6th, 2025, they replaced the electric meter. I'm like, something's wrong here. So also you never set up an account. I was like, yes, I did. Right? Yes, I did. So I submitted all the application paperwork again. I went and gave a deposit, and Monica in the PSEG Long Island office in Hewlett on Mill Road and Peninsula Boulevard was then going to investigate this and send the right department here to check out what's going on. Long story short, she dropped the ball. Oh, I've been working on this account for over a year. You weren't home. You weren't there when they came. I was like, yes, I was here 3 times. Right? 3 times, twice, 2 of them being unannounced. Just randomly people showing up here from PSEG to check out my building. And then the last guy determining that the meter pan, which is kind of brand new, from 2 years before that was a hazard. Come on. So when I was in Vegas for ACCA 2026, collaborating with ACiQ, that Monday, which was the Monday the 23rd, Monday the 16th, PSEG came here at 8:30 in the morning and knocked on the door saying we're cutting off the power, and went up the pole and cut all 3 lines of power to my building. And then demanded a $23,861.08 cash payment. Cash or bank check. No wire, no credit card, that's it. So the following Monday, when I got back from Vegas, I went there. with $23,000 and change in cash and all $1 bills. And they didn't want to take it. Lo and behold, Monday afternoon they came, turned on the power back on. And what happened when they turned the power back on? The meter was dead again. It wasn't really dead, it was showing all 8s on the display. So that prompted another crazy electric bill from them, which I got this past Sunday, by email for like $3,800. And I'm like, this is enough. This is insane. I consulted with my attorney, and we decided to file a lawsuit against PSEG with damages exceeding $50,000. And they were served on Wednesday, today's the 10th, the 8th. So almost a month later, they have been served, and I am going to hold them accountable. And while I want to resolve this amicably, I don't think they're going to want to be held accountable, and I'm going to have to force their hand and show in court the damages that my business occurred while we had no power for a week. And you could easily do that by looking at the revenue that we did the week prior and then the prior year versus the week and the 8 days that we had no power for. And the losses are a little over $50,000 of business losses, right? For that 8 days. It's insane. So it shows not only how much we rely on our utility provider to make sure that our home has power, our freezer, our stuff stays frozen in the fridge, and we have power to run our normal day-to-day lives, but in a business setting, when you don't have electricity to power your business suffers. And even though I have, voice over IP phone systems, I got cloud scheduling and dispatching, still you need electricity to run a business. It's crazy. Energy. Insane. If you are an HVAC contractor and you're advertising other brands and not installing your own private label equipment like this 1.5 ton side discharge heat pump inverter split system. This is traditional unitary system, right? This is the air handler. Look at that. This is the air handler. Vertically installed, multi-positional air handler. Horizontally, both directions. Vertically, both directions. I don't know. It's a good question. Probably could. Probably flip the coil over, right? Yeah, probably. I have to double check that. But look how beautiful our outdoor condensing unit is, the heat pump. Whisper quiet. Check it out. If you want to become a dealer, I want you to go over to ACiQ.com/Mikey Pipes and fill out that web form. There's no cost or obligation, and there's no cost to you to have your own private label equipment. You can order 1, you can order 50. Doesn't really matter. It's private label out of the box. And they'll even help design your sticker. Yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in building my company, my brand, in my community and beyond. I am tired of installing other manufacturers' equipment in my clients' homes and places of work and not getting any credit for that, right? Why don't I install my equipment in their places of work and in their properties? And that's what I do. That's what we've been doing for the last 15 months. And it's one of the best decisions I've made for my company, besides buying a pipe throwing machine and a combustion analyzer. All right, guys. Hopefully by the end of the day, we'll be at 320. That's the goal. 320, 16% to our goal of 2,000. Let's make it happen, folks. And the biggest motivation, every maintenance agreement equals $20 in my technician's pocket. You help the client, you help the company, you get paid. Ask them, educate them, sign up, get paid daily, folks. The maintenance agreement Warboard is really going to take off in the next few months with air conditioning season about to kick off. Oh, man, we're going to crush it. We are going to crush it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, one more thing. Limited edition posters, folks. That one. If you ain't testing, you're guessing. Limited edition posters are available. 100% of proceeds go to my nonprofit, the Mikey Pipes Philanthropy charitable organization where we provide free or low-cost plumbing, heating, and cooling services to those in the community who can't afford to hire a professional. $42.50, Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, credit card, send me a check, gold, bullion, bearer bonds, all that good stuff. I don't care, but 100% of all proceeds go to my nonprofit, the Mikey Pipes Philanthropy Charitable Organization. See you later.